The air in the bus station thrummed with the hurried rhythm of departures and arrivals, a symphony of rolling suitcases and echoing announcements. Amidst this urban ballet, a young woman named Elara stood like a still point, her gaze drifting across the transient sea of faces. Unseen by most, an elderly man, his body a roadmap of time and hardship, navigated the bustling terminal, his worn bags whispering tales of a life less fortunate. Each wrinkle on his weathered face told a story, etched by years of sun and sorrow. His eyes, cloudy with age and a hint of bewilderment, scanned the swirling mass of people, searching for a sign, a direction in this overwhelming place. A deep sigh escaped his lips, carrying the weight of his weariness into the indifferent air. Elara's attention, initially drawn by the sheer energy of the station, snagged on a figure struggling against the current. The sight of the old man, his frailty stark against the backdrop of hurried travelers, sparked a flicker of concern within her. A subtle furrow appeared on her brow as she observed his evident distress. With a decisive step, Elara moved towards him, her own worries momentarily forgotten. Her voice, gentle yet clear, cut through the ambient noise as she addressed him. A warm smile offered as a silent reassurance. The old man looked up, startled by the unexpected address. His eyes, momentarily clouded with suspicion, met Elara's kind gaze. The harsh lines around his mouth softened slightly, a flicker of surprise replacing the weariness. Elara spoke with patience, her gestures open and inviting. The old man listened intently, his initial apprehension slowly melting away under the warmth of her sincerity. The chaotic energy of the station seemed to recede, the focus narrowing to their quiet exchange. With a trembling finger, the old man pointed towards a distant sign, the unfamiliar words, a barrier he couldn't overcome. Elara followed his gesture, her expression thoughtful as she deciphered the information he sought. The illuminated board displayed a cryptic dance of numbers and destinations. The camera's focus tightened on a specific entry, a time, a platform, a place that held significance for the lost traveler. Elara's finger traced the relevant details on the screen, her voice explaining the route and timing with clarity and care. A slow nod from the old man indicated understanding, the knot of confusion in his expression beginning to loosen. Noticing the strain in his arms as he clutched his heavy bags, Elara gently offered to take some of the weight. A look of profound gratitude washed over the old man's face as she relieved him of a portion of his burden. Side by side, they moved through the bustling terminal, Elara's steady presence a comforting anchor for the old man. With each step towards the designated platform, a silent bond formed between them, transcending the chasm of age and circumstance. They stood at the platform's edge, the rumble of approaching buses a palpable vibration in the air. Elara's eyes scanned the arriving vehicles, while the old man stood beside her, his posture less stooped, a sense of anticipation replacing his earlier despair. With a sigh of brakes and a whoosh of air, a bus pulled up to the platform, its doors opening like a welcoming embrace. The journey onward was about to begin. Elara extended a supportive hand as the old man carefully ascended the bus steps. Her gentle touch was a silent affirmation of his worth, a small act of kindness witnessed by the indifferent faces within. Inside the bus, Elara guided him to an empty seat, ensuring he was comfortable before placing his bags safely at his feet. The weight of his journey seemed to lighten with each thoughtful gesture. A weathered hand, bearing the marks of a long life, reached out tentatively, his fingers brushing against Elara's in a silent expression of thankfulness that words could not fully convey. Elara's warm smile met the old man's gentle one, a genuine connection forged in a fleeting moment of shared humanity. In his eyes, she saw not just gratitude, but a spark of renewed hope. As the bus neared her stop, Elara rose, her own small bag in hand. The old man watched her, his gaze filled with a quiet appreciation for her selfless help. Turning back one last time, Elara offered a final, reassuring smile and a nod before stepping off the bus and back into the rhythm of her own journey. The bus pulled away, carrying the old man towards his destination. Through the window, his gaze lingered on the receding figure of the young woman, her kindness a beacon that had illuminated his path in a moment of need, a silent promise that even in the vastness of the city, compassion could still be found.